This is Touchdown Alabama Magazine, along with 15 and counting analyst Stephen M. Smith, reporting live from outside the Melmore Athletic Facility. It is another beautiful day here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, as the Alabama Crimson Tide are practicing once again, preparing for the Alabama Spring Day game on Saturday, April the 20th, 2013, here at Bryant Stadium. Following the practice, there will be a press conference by Head Coach Nick Saban and a few Crimson Tide players. Let's go live to the action.
Says anything else you have, that would be great. So I'm assuming that wasn't good enough, but you may be talking about my email.
No, they must have replied to mine when I sent it to them, but I'm like, seriously? I said whatever you have is good.
So don't look at the sky if I'm wrong. That's just the way I read it.
depth created. But I kind of like the way the offensive line's sort of coming along.
And a completely separate question. Eddie Lacy's obviously going to run tomorrow for the Pro Scouts. Can you talk about what you like about him as a pro prospect? I mean, there's always risk reward for first round running back, but just regardless of how fast he runs tomorrow, what does he do well?
Well, if he's healthy tomorrow, he'll run fast, because he's faster than you think. And he has very deceptive speed, and I think he has deceptive quickness. But for 3 or 4 years around here, I've been watching Eddie Lacy, who everybody thinks is a little bit straight line as a runner and can't make people miss in the hole with his sudden quickness and great change of direction. He's physical, he's tough, he's got great size, he's a really good all-around player, he's a good receiver, he can block and pass protection, and he can be physical when he needs to and get it downhill. So I think Eddie is a very, very complete player, and I don't really see a lot of flaws in his game, and I think he'll be a very, very good player for somebody.
Coach, I wanted to ask you what you've seen from Dalvin Tomlinson this spring. The spring roster indicates he's put on about 20 pounds since he arrived last August. Has that size helped him a lot?
Well, Dalvin's had a really good spring. I mean, I think he's a really good player. I think at times he's feeling his way a little bit. He has gotten a little bigger, and that probably has helped him because, you know, he was very, very athletic, could run really well. I think we needed some guys like that, and I think that he's done a really good job this spring, and I think if he continues to progress, he'll be one of the guys that we rotate at as a starting end next year, you know, with the other two guys, you know, Ed and Jeffrey Pagan, because he's got that potential, I think, and he's smart, and he's developed nicely.
Last one.
Besides D. Hart is in the picture at Star and Money. What about your return game, kickoff returns and punt returns? Anybody new in the picture there?
Kickoff and punt, you know, we've got just about everybody back, you know, that did it last year. We had several guys do it last year, but they're all back. You know, D. Hart was probably the most effective punt returner when he did it. He's obviously back. You know, Christian Jones did it. Amari Cooper can do it very well. And I think Cyrus Jones can do it, you know, very well. And I think it's the same thing when it comes to kickoff return. I think all those guys are capable of doing a good job, so they're all kind of back. What was the other part of your question? Oh, well, you know, Gino's been playing star. Vinny can play star. He played it all last year. You know, Gino did it for the last 3 or 4 games of the season. Vinny's been playing money. Landon Collins has been playing money. Jared Williams has been playing money, which is what he was before he got hurt. And we've been trying to develop somebody other than Vinny. Nick Perry can play star. We don't really have another corner that can play star. And also Jared Williams is playing star. So we actually have more multiples of guys right now than we had a year ago. It would be nice to have John Fulton out there because where we're short is really one corner.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.
Amari, getting to the midway point of practice, has it gotten easier as far as, I guess, you guys getting everything down, or has it kind of gotten harder to where it's getting a little hotter out there?
No, I would say it's the same. Practice is pretty repetitive here. We do the same things every day, but I mean, it's always hard. We always have to run after practice. I mean, Coach Saban never gives us a day off or anything when it comes to practice.
And your unit in particular, how have they been coming along, and feel like it's going to be a big point of emphasis or point of strength for you guys this year?
Yes, I believe we have a lot of playmakers at the receiver this year.
How's this year's spring compared to your first year as a freshman? Has it gotten easier, you know, as far as that's going? You've done it before?
Yes. It's easier because I know more. It seems like it's going by a lot faster than last year was.
Can you just talk, Coach Saban talked about out of the first scrimmage, Amari just not finishing. It was a little disappointing with that. Can you talk about that point of emphasis? Is that fair to say?
Yes. Finishing is a big deal in any sport. In the scrimmage Saturday, we started off slow, then we picked up the pace, but we didn't finish, and that's all he was talking about.
Is that a mental thing, or is that as the practice gets on, you kind of lose a little bit of focus? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's all it is.
This is year 2 for you, going off of your tremendous season last year. What are you doing to help bring in some of the younger guys that you guys have brought in at receiver?
It's only one new guy. He plays my position, and I just try to coach him on everything, try to tell him what to run on certain plays that he may not know.
What about Chris Black? He's a guy that we saw a little bit of last year in practice, but we never saw him on the field. Is he going to kind of open a lot of people's eyes this year, you think?
Yeah, I would think so. He's a pretty good player.
Awesome. Obviously, offensive line, a big point of emphasis this year for you guys. How's the unit coming along, you think?
We're coming along great. We're all meshing as one. A lot of great players out there. We're pushing each other every day, and we're coming along pretty well.
Do you feel any extra pressure knowing that the group that just left, some people have called maybe the greatest offensive line in college football history?
Not really. I feel like that with the players we have, we could be another one of those. We could possibly be one of the best ones also. We have awesome guys, and we don't feel any pressure. We're just pushing each other every day and trying to do the best we possibly can.
The guys that left, what did they leave for you guys? What did they teach you guys to carry on the trend as offensive linemen?
They just taught us how to be great leaders. Obviously, all the guys that left were one of the biggest. They were all big leaders on the offensive line. They would stand and film with people who didn't really know what was going on, and they would teach us. Fluker, in my position, would teach me how to just do techniques better and just pretty much teach us little things that we need to know when we play.
Austin, Coach Saban came in and told us about he was just playing the scrimmage with your team, with a lot of the players not finishing the play, not finishing the drills. Is that what? Tell me a little bit about that.
From our standpoint, I think the offensive line was finishing good. I didn't really pay attention to all the other positions. We're just kind of focusing on getting each other to play as one and just focus on getting better as a group.
Do you like those scrimmages?
I mean, yeah, it gives us a chance to kind of be like in a game setting and kind of see how we work together in that kind of situation.
Just offensively from the scrimmage, how do you think the receivers did?
Well, as a group, I feel like we did good. I feel like we a couple of things we still got to get improved in, like blocking. Make sure we got our head in the correct position to block for when the running backs break free. Because we got a couple of explosive backs coming in. That'll break it in a minute now. So it's always our job to help them block downfield, because without them in the play action, there won't be receivers to get open or get the defenders to bite on the play action for us to get open.
And you in particular, how do you feel, and have you been able to really test the leg a lot?
Well, I mean, I've been testing it ever since I've been out there. It's not where I wanted it to be, but by me being an older receiver, I just go out there and push through it and fight. Push myself to my ability, to get better and get it strong, so I can be ready for this off season coming up.
From what you've seen early so far, how good can this offense be with a lot of key guys coming back from last year?
We can be very good. We can be one of the top in the nation. That's why we're coming out this spring. AJ being a good leader. He coming out and pushing us all, especially receivers. He pushing us every day. Make sure we fast. For him, so he can be in the same timing. We've been working hard at that. We can be very explosive. Because we coming out working hard. Trying to get that connection with each other, and it's been going good so far.
What do you see from an offensive line that really lost a lot? Have they kind of, I know you don't get a chance to look at them, but have you seen anything at all in practice?
Yeah, when I'm not in, I watch the whole field, just observing so I can see, help people out that need help. But Steen, he been a big key part to the offensive line. He been helping out everybody. And you got Ari, and you got Cyrus, and you got Shepard. They all just coming in, just working hard. They getting extra film time, make sure they know what to do. And so far it's been a good thing to them. They've been blocking well for AJ, giving AJ time. And we just been getting there
After another great day of practice for the Alabama Crimson Tide, head coach Nick Saban mentioned in the press conference that the only issue he had with the scrimmage from this past Saturday was his team's inability to get off to a quick start and the inability to finish the entire scrimmage. Coach Saban stated, "This is the one aspect that our team has to get better at. We need to be able to finish every play in each game that we're going to play in the upcoming season." As far as can this year's offense be more explosive than last year's offense, head coach Nick Saban and wide receivers Kenny Bell and Amari Cooper stated, "This offense can be just as explosive as last season's and maybe even better due to the fact that everyone from last year's offense has returned." As far as running back Eddie Lacy being able to perform at his upcoming pro day, head coach Nick Saban said, "Eddie Lacy is fast, he has deceptive speed, he is strong, he is physical and he needs to be. I see no flaws in his game, and I think that for any team in the NFL that's willing to pick him up, they're going to get a very good player." As far as the spring game goes, for this Saturday, April the 20th, 2013, here in Bryant Stadium, the questions that will be answered is what product will Alabama put out on the field for fans to see in the upcoming season. Reporting live from outside the Melmore facility, I am Stephen M. Smith with Touchdown Alabama Magazine.